Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.
Hey guys, welcome back. As a former super slob, I know how hard it is to clean and organize a home, especially when you're cleaning and it just gets messy again. But I'm gonna share with you 10 secrets so that you can have a clean and organized home that stays that way for good. The first secret is the one thing that really helped me, especially with the clutter, and that was knowing my organizing style. Everyone doesn't organize the same way. Knowing your style means that you can set up a system and it stays organized. Maybe you're a visual organizer. If you're not using clear containers or hooks, you can spend all the money you want to transform a space, but it isn't going to stay tidy. That's why knowing your style is so important. I'm going to put a free test down below if you haven't taken it already, with lots of free resources, ebooks, and printables to help you discover your organizing style. The second secret for having a clean and organized home all the time is having a weekly cleaning routine. But everybody's cleaning routine is probably different. Just because your mom always did laundry on Tuesdays doesn't mean that that's going to work for you. There are different cleaning styles too. There's a weekend warrior where they tackle everything in the house in one day, usually a Saturday, Sunday, or there's zone cleaners. And those are people who prefer to clean maybe the bedroom on Tuesday or the bathrooms on Wednesday. They're task masters who like to do all the vacuuming one day and all the mopping another day. And then there are daily speed cleaners who just do a little bit each day, maybe a power hour or a half an hour speed clean. But knowing what's going to work for you and finding the perfect routine is the secret to having success. The next quick tip is the 1 minute rule. This saves me on clutter because I'm just a naturally sort of messy person. I drop things as I go, but remembering the 1 minute rule means that I'm constantly reminding myself if something takes a minute or less to do it right away. That means putting the dish in the dishwasher instead of on the counter, hanging my coat on a hook instead of throwing it on the floor, putting my shoes in a basket, or it means putting the peanut butter away when you're done making a peanut butter sandwich. All of these little tasks that we leave till later add up to a ton of clutter. So remember the 1 minute rule and stop the clutter before it starts. This next tip is from Peter Walsh, who I love, the king of organization. This really resonated with me. He said, complete the cycle. Just like you wouldn't start a load of laundry and stop it halfway through the washing cycle, you need to complete a cycle in all the tasks that we do. That means when you leave the dishes to drip dry, you have to put them away before you go to bed. It means when you fold the laundry, you have to put it away before you go to bed. It's completing the cycle, finishing a task all the way before we move on to another one. We are all guilty of leaving half-finished projects all over the house, but reminding ourselves to complete the cycle can really help. The biggest difference between people who have a tidy home all the time and people who struggle with mess and clutter are that tidy people tidy as they go. They pick up after themselves as they go. And this is something that everyone will say, why don't you just clean up after yourself all throughout the day? It's so much easier to say than it is to do, especially if you're in the habit of leaving things out. But you can train your brain to be a tidy person. And I did this myself, so I know it can be done because I left everything everywhere, and then I would like rage clean once a day or once on the weekend, and it was this never-ending cycle of clutter. But I stopped it by having tidy times all throughout the day. So set an alarm in the morning, in the afternoon, and the night to do a quick 5-minute tidy. Get the whole family involved. When the alarm goes off, everybody gets up and we tidy for 5 minutes. And what this is going to do is train your brain to put things away. So you're putting the pen back in the drawer, you're just putting things that are left out away. And next time, after about a week or two, you're just going to start naturally putting things away without the alarm. You won't need the alarm eventually, and you, my friends, will be a tidy person. The next secret is to zone your home. And what I mean by this is definitely putting like things together, but creating a spot for things right where you use it. So if you love to knit while you're watching TV in the living room, have a basket for your current project right there. If your kids like to color at the kitchen table, store their art supplies close to the kitchen table. This is a huge reason why you have a lot of clutter, because where you're using stuff isn't where you're keeping it, isn't close by to where you're storing it. We're all a little lazy, so we're leaving things out. Zoning your home, honestly, it sounds like It sounds like it's not a big deal, but it's a huge thing that you can do to transform how you function in your home. This next secret is my favorite because I love baskets. It's containing the clutter. So using baskets or bins, drawer dividers, whatever works with your style to actually put your stuff into. I know, everyone's like, put your stuff in a basket, but put your stuff in a basket. This is something you're gonna notice in all tidy and clean homes. They have a lot of containers. The next secret is labeling. Labels are magical. Some of you guys, you're not fully convinced, you're not on board. I keep saying it, but I have to tell you, labels will make you put your stuff away. And not only that, they will entice your entire family to put things away. It's subconscious maybe, I don't know. It draws you to the place where it belongs. Labeling things. I even label inside my fridge. I even label my label maker. That may be excessive, but having labels in your home on the baskets, on the bins, on your shelving is 100% going to make you put things away and keep it organized way more often. The next secret to a clean and organized home that stays that way for good is taking advantage of your valuable real estate. Again, this is one of those things that sounds really simple, but almost no one is doing this. Every time I go into a client's home, I'm like, why is your coffee all the way across the kitchen from your coffee maker? Or why are your baking supplies so far away from where you bake? Having the valuable real estate means that you're identifying those spots in your home that are easiest to access, and you're putting the things you use the most often in those spots. It sounds really simple, but I want you to take a look at your own home and ask yourself, am I taking advantage of the valuable real estate? If I'm 5 foot, am I putting the bowls I use every day on the very top shelf? Totally doesn't make sense. Just doing a little rearranging in your home to take advantage of that valuable real estate can make a huge difference in the way your home looks and functions. When I'm cleaning my home like a professional, I like to use the sorted method. This is an acronym that I made up because I really love acronyms. We're starting with the S for supplies, and what this means is gathering all of the supplies you're going to use to clean your house in one spot, either in a caddy or in a tidy tote, so that you can carry it from room to room. The O means one room, so you're starting in one room at a time. The R means returning all of the items to their home, so picking up things that don't belong or putting things away before you start with the T. And the T is starting at the top and working your way down, so you're dusting first, starting up high, you're getting cobwebs, you're doing picture frames, lampshades, and working your way down so that you're knocking the dust down as you go, and it's not you don't want to start with the floors, friend. You start at the top and you work your way down, and then you have E for encircle. So cleaning professionals always clean in a circle in the room. They start in one area and they work clockwise or counterclockwise through the entire space. And the final one is D for deep down. So the vacuuming, the mopping, and the deep down scrubbing, that's the last thing you do in each of the rooms. So I hope you enjoyed these 10 quick tips for transforming your home into a clean and organized oasis. No matter how messy you are right now, I know exactly where you are, I know exactly how you feel, and these tips can help transform your space. I'm gonna put lots of links down below to different cleaning routines and other things that can help you with these tips. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for staying to the end. My food scraps bring all the white squirrels to the yard. That's the song I'm singing in my head because this is what I do. My mom always told me it was bad luck to throw bread in the garbage because, I don't know, then you die of famine or something. She's weird, but this is something she instilled in me, so I hate throwing bread and other food scraps in the garbage, and we don't compost because laziness, so instead I chuck it all outside in the grass for the squirrels. The squirrels. Sometimes in the spring, Joe finds mounds of rotting food because the squirrels are not keeping up with my food chucking, but we have a new friend. It's a white squirrel. These are super rare, and I'm pretty sure it's my food scraps that have attracted it to our yard. We have this adorable friend living in our yard. Oscar has not eaten him yet. He makes me so happy. I never see white squirrels, and now every day I see him hopping around. He's digging in all of my pots. There's mud everywhere because he's burying his nuts or whatever, or my food scraps. He doesn't like my muffins. That's not the point. The point is White squirrels are adorable. Have you ever seen them before? Let me know in the comments below. They're just so cute and they make my day. I'll see you guys next time. This just in, Joe overheard my conversation with you and just let me know that squirrels don't in fact eat scraps. So, I don't know who's eating the scraps. Raccoons, random cats, whatever. Something brought the squirrel to the yard. It must have been my winning personality. I'll see you guys next time.